Hello?
Do you know how to speak?
Not in front of a camera, no. I can't do it. It's too funny. Hello, welcome to Debatable. Today we are discussing Trump. His usage of social media is pretty unprecedented in our history, as social media is a new development. Therefore, there are no guidelines as to how he should be using his Twitter. So today we're debating the question of whether or not his Twitter is an asset to our country. Today we have Jennifer Shin on the side of... You're supposed to be the smart one. The con side. And Michaela Jameson, pro-Trump. So today the first question we have is, this goes to either of you guys. Why does Trump use Twitter?
I did.
According to Google Trends analysis, Trump online interest in candidate Trump was 3 times higher than Clinton. In history, he was actually the most Google candidate, and Trump also has 4 million more Twitter followers than Clinton. And although all these Twitter followers do bring a lot of hate and a lot of kind of drama into this campaign, in a way, because he is so prevalent in social media, people begin to associate Donald Trump's ideas with the entirety of American politics, and I think that is a negative because Clinton is not as present and people don't know about her politics as much as Trump just because he's so blatant about it. Another way he uses social media is like deflection, in a way that he deters the attention of the people from important issues to stuff that really shouldn't matter. Like during the debate when they're kind of asking him to answer questions about Russia and his relationship to Putin, he would put a bunch of tweets about Obama and his citizenship, or about Hillary and her past kind of conflicts as what was she? Secretary of Defense? Secretary of
State.
As okay, should I say that over?
No, it's okay.
Secretary of State. So I think that he does use it to kind of deformalize politics, in that when we are supposed to be discussing and addressing a serious issue, he kind of deters the attention away to something that shouldn't really be addressed as much.
Okay, and now for the pro side.
Ma'am. So essentially everything she said was just dumb. From the start. I mean, yes, Trump is more popular than previous candidates because he's making America great again. These other presidents, they haven't done that. You know this, God. Liberals. But essentially, I mean, all the thing about deflection, that's just false. Because he is pointing us to the issues that we should be focused on. I mean, Obama bugged his house, for God's sake. And you want to talk about Russia? That needs to happen. That's not even a thing. No, you can't.
Ma'am, that would not be allowed.
Ma'am, please explain the importance of the tweet with cafefe. Is that an issue we all should be concerned about as a public? Because it is, you know, there was a lot of debate on the word.
Well, what I can say is, what people fail to realize a lot of times, that the president is a person first and a president second. So, you know, people make mistakes, and we're really getting in touch with the more human side of Trump. It's not just about, you know, all this formalizing the position. You know, I think his Twitter does one thing. It definitely gives you a deeper connection with our president, which I think we need in this society, where transparency has not been valued in any. No, I'm speaking right now, ma'am. No.
Connection is too close.
Transparency. We need to know what our president is thinking, because, you know, it's we the people, by the people, for the people, of the people, one of those 4. I don't know. But
we. Okay, back to the original question. Why does Trump use Twitter?
He uses it for transparency. Are you listening?
You're getting off topic a little bit.
Not off topic, because people need to know what the president, his opinion on issues. And, you know, having this Twitter, which is usually from his own words, would get a deeper connection with him. Like I was saying, Twitter also makes politics accessible to people who might not watch the news or any other outlets where politics is spoken about. You know, people are becoming more involved in politics through his Twitter.
Okay, this leads perfectly into our next question. So, How does Twitter compare to the other ways in which the public is customarily informed?
Okay, I will take the reins. So Twitter, I think definitely the use of social media is to be an informal way of sharing information. And that brings about the question of should the President of the United States, which is such a prestigious position, be using Twitter in this way?
Can I just speak right now?
No. Can I get my
Prestigious is an
15
opinion.
seconds? Prestigious is not an opinion. He is the emblem of the free country.
Did you just learn that word?
So
It's the free world.
anyway, Twitter is a mode of communicating with the public that does not require fact checking. He can say blatant ideas. He can say what he thinks is right or wrong. Insert tweet. And people will believe it because he is in this position of President of the United States. But in reality, he is inaccurate a lot of the times. If you go on any of the sites that check his accuracy, even during the presidential debates, it was found that almost 40 to 50% of what he was saying was not true. And is it right for him to say all these things on social media and make all these kind of provocative claims that are not true? And that's what Twitter is different from other modes of sharing information because in a presidential debate, there is professionals that are fact-checking. There are professionals that are like judging him on the quality of what he's saying. But on Twitter, he could say anything he wants. And then the public, some of the public will believe him, which is not good because his opinions are not the end-all be-all. And his opinions are not usually, but just not correct.
It's very funny that you talk about inaccuracies and fact-checking when fake news is a huge problem. And I don't understand how you can accuse the president of being false when you have these news outlets just say anything. CNN, ridiculous. Can't even deal with them.
Wait, I gotta drink my water now and be judgy. So you have to get that. So say that again.
CNN is ridiculous. Can't even deal with them. So, and also, people have elected Trump because they want a change. And these liberals fail to realize that Obama, Clinton, all of them are just the same in the same grouping. The Democrats, liberals can't deal with them. What we need is change. And him, by using a more informal way of informing the public, is having radical change. And he's living up to his promise to the American people that elected him. And whenever the president speaks in public, you can never guarantee that what they're saying is exactly their own ideas or what they're saying is actually true. And I don't get why Twitter is so different from other forms of informing the public, such as a press conference or the media, because they always say things that might not necessarily be true.
Action.
Okay, going along with Michaela's point, let's look at President Trump's use of social media and its impact on people.
Hold on.
So,
Jenny,
of course,
are you having fun?
yeah. This is a serious. According to a Gallup polling history, only 32% of people say they have a fair amount of trust in the media, meaning that 68% don't trust the media at all or little. A very little percent, and this is decreasing. I think that before, when the people were more kind of dependent on established modes of media, such as the New York Times, newspapers, and just sites that have been established for more than 50 to 60 years, people trust in that source more, just because they are so famous and their jobs are to provide information to the public, meaning that they knew these ideas were fact-checked and they knew these ideas were true. I think that because